What's up, guys? Here with another review on the new Marvel Select Vision action figure. So here it is in the box, and I did get this from Slackers on one of my business trips. Just happened to find it at one of the stores, and it looks really nice. So here we go. So first impressions in the box. So one thing I do like, I really like the color tones. So they went with a darker green, you know, kind of like a yellow that's kind of dull. It's not like super bright by any means. And I really like the dark red. So I think they really nailed the comic version of Vision for sure. So looks like we have some decent articulation. Looking pretty good. Looks like it comes with some energy accessories, extra hand, blast hand accessory. Looks like a laser of some type, beam, and then angry Vision face. Okay, cool. So here we go. So this is what it looks like on the front. Here is the side of the package. Here is the back of the package. And if you want to read the bio, you can pause your screen now. And then here is the side. Here's the nice little artwork here. And here we go. Let's open up and see what we're looking at. Okay, here is Vision out of the package. So this figure is sweet. Okay, so let's take an up close look here. So it does come with a lot of accessories. So we have the head that it comes with. And per usual, the Marvel Select heads are very hard to exchange. So this was kind of difficult to switch from this one to that one, just to let you know. It comes with some extra hands. You have a fist, which is what it comes with, is 2 fists already on it. You have an extended hand there. You have a hand with a blast. You have this cool little energy field that you can put with either hand. So you can use this one, which I think would be cool, or the fist. And then you have the laser beam that comes from his forehead. So you'll want to be really careful with this. So this is the little piece that goes in his head, and it's only on the head with the angry face. So there it is. Yeah, so it's tiny, so you don't want to lose that. The other head does not come with that comes out, but it does come out. So very cool. So if you're going to pose him with the energy blast, you need to find a safe place to put the little piece there, because if you lose it, it's going to look a little strange. So there you go. So yeah, looking good. So look up close. Like I said, I like the tones, the paint tones they went with. You look really close. Looks like the diamond on his chest, they get a little paint overflow there, which is not a big deal by any means. Let's see. Yeah, and the yellow tones. What they did here, which I think is really cool, and I don't know if it's airbrush or what they did, but it looks cool. So, you know, as we kind of go through this, you can see the sculpt looks nice, right? Very classic look, very good sculpt. Looks very much like the Vision. When you get to the cape, you get this really cool, you know, difference in the yellows, which I think is really cool. So it looks like almost that it was like airbrushed potentially, which is cool, which I don't airbrush, so I don't know a lot about it, but it looks like it's really soft lines like that. That's why I assume it's airbrushing, like a darker color with a lighter color towards the back there. So here it is from the other side. You're looking really good. So the cape does not come off, by the way, so the cape is stuck on there, which makes sense, it should. I mean, I don't think I really see Vision without a cape almost ever. Stands very well, looks good. Very neat figure. So let's get into articulation, shall we? So here we go. So here is Vision. Its head moves up that far, so it moves up pretty good, which is nice. I'm glad it looks up pretty high, because you would want that, especially if you want to use a flight stand for Vision. Looks down very far. Does have a good head tilt. Does move good. You can move 360 degrees around if you'd like. Your arms move up about that high. You have single jointed elbows, but does have a little pivot in there, so you can rotate it. Does have a bicep swivel as well, which is nice. And then you do have wrist articulation, and the wrists are very easy to exchange, just FYI. Now you do have an ab crunch. Ab crunch is that far, so pretty far, but also does ab crunch very far this way, as long as you can get the cape kind of out of the way, which is cool too. So for those flights, to get them in flight pose, it works really well. You do have hip articulation, does rotate side to side. The paint kind of locked it up a little bit, so it did take some pressure to kind of undo it. Just FYI when you get yours. You do have single jointed knees, but does also have the pivot in it, so you can pivot side to side. You do have ankle pivot and articulation as well, which is nice. The only problem I have is that it does have thigh swivels. The only problem is that mine are locked up, so I'll have to do something special, either heat it up, do the freezer, or whatever, just to kind of get it to be unstuck. Legs do go up that high, just FYI, and they do go out very far. So if you want to make the Vision do the splits, he's your man. Very cool. Okay, so that's the articulation. Very good articulation. I am really digging this. So there we go. Let's get into size comparison real quick. Okay, here's a little size comparison with Vision and the MCU Scarlet Witch Marvel Select. So as you can see, he stands a little bit taller than the Marvel Select Scarlet Witch. And she is wearing boots, so that makes sense. It seems like it's pretty fit as far as scale goes. Here is him next to Disney exclusive Captain America, and he looks like he is about the same height, which is good. Then you have the classic Thanos behind him, which is obviously bigger. So I think if you have these two posed together, if you want to kind of reenact like a classic version of Infinity War, right, you could probably do that. And I think the scale would look just fine. So yeah, I think Vision is in scale as far as Marvel Select goes. So cool. Okay, let's get into final thoughts. Okay, so final thoughts on the new Vision Marvel Select. I like it. I like it a lot. It's funny because I've been waiting for a Vision figure, as I'm sure some of you have been, for quite some time. So I was hoping for an MCU version because I do like the MCU version a lot, but we did get Classic, and Classic looks great. So I think I'm more impressed with it than I thought I would be as far as articulation goes. I think the articulation is great, especially if I can get the thigh swivels kind of unstuck on mine. I think the paint applications are great, right? They're simple, but I think they really embody, you know, Vision. I think the color tones are perfect. I think the sculpt is perfect. The cape, they just did so many really cool little details that just make this honestly one of the best Vision figures, you know, out there in my opinion. So I picked it up for $29.99 from you know, a place called Slackers, kind of a local toy store, you can say. So I definitely say I highly recommend. So if you're into Marvel at all, I'd say this is definitely a must have. So find your local comic shop now, because I know they're kind of popping up everywhere. And yeah, looking forward to some of the new ones coming out too. So just to give you kind of a sneak peek, I will have Better Ray Bill coming here within the next couple days. So should have a review going on for that one pretty soon, which I'm excited about as well. Another classic figure. And then I will be doing some year-end, you know, top 10s. So I've never done that before, so that'd be kind of fun to just do a, you know, top 10 figures of the year. So you'll see that coming from me. I'll also do top 10 Predators of all time, because I thought that would be a fun one to do. And I will also do the same thing with top 10, I think Marvel Select I was going to do too. So top 10 Marvel Select of all time. So we'll see if this one makes the top 10 list. But yeah, cool. Thank you so much. Feel free to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Thank you much.